So let me preface this with a little bit of an acapella, all right? Because I am Rito Rhymes, sort of an awkward fella. Okay. So I've actually been speaking to the board member deacons at the Dogecoin Foundation over the past few weekends, and I learned something interesting from our discussions. Not just the benefits of staking or its perceived repercussions. Would you like to know what I learned? It's not along the lines of 100x returns. It's a paradigm shift, but for many of you it might be too soon, because everybody knows the mantras Shibe sing, to the moon, to the moon. Man, if I had a grain of sand for every time I've heard that tune, we could recreate the whole Sahara, dune for dune. But the foundation seems to be on a very different tune than just heading to the moon. So it might be time we let those dunes disperse, because the destination isn't to the moon, it's throughout the whole universe. Hear me out though, there's more walk to this talk. We all know Dogecoin's a funny investment, but it's not a laughing stock. Dogecoin's not a rocket, Dogecoin is the road. And a blockchain node is how we drive on this road. And for a while, a wallet called Dogecoin Core was the only type of node we had in store. And without it, if it magically vanished, Dogecoin itself would be no more. The Dogecoin Foundation, newly revived, has sure faced a lot of obstacles, but they're trying to make this Dogecoin road as huge as possible, with many different ways to drive on the road, so its growth won't be stoppable. What Tim Stebbing, the product lead, was saying is that the project Leave Doge is the answer developers have been praying. They're basically designing parts like engines and tires for programmers writing in any language to build different brands, models, and makes of cars on Dogecoin without the headaches or the anguish. Because right now, if you're not an expert, the jargon might manage to leave your mind in a bandage and your brain on the run with your whole head abandoned. Because this complicated stuff, Leave Doge allows almost anyone to be a mechanic in a decentralized way, so it's also organic. So it won't just be about the car of Dogecoin Core. The network will thrive and allow you to drive in a whole lot more. A whole galaxy of cars, even a Doge Clarin driving down the shore. But Tim, these are the rules of the road for every blockchain. We know them all as protocols. When a protocol does not align, you might find you get a fork like Bitcoin or Bitcoin Lite, or as drastic as Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. If everyone's building different kinds of cars in very different languages, how do we share the same road instead of forking off as strangers? Not that there's anything wrong with a Dogecoin Lite or a Dogecoin Classic, they could be fantastic. But how do we share the same Dogecoin banner? Through something else they're making, called the Dogecoin Standard. Basically, they're the rules of the road for any language of node, any make, model, whether a frog or a toad. They follow the same manual and thus drive on the same Dogecoin road. But is this something only the foundation can control? No, responsibility will be divided through the different Dogecoin islands to further promote decentralizing. I'm in. And for all you shopaholics who want to pay in Doge, but sellers can't install it, they're here to overhaul it through the Giga Wallet. Behind a stylish purple Doge avatar is another Doge found human, the principal engineer named Mishi Lumen. She shared a vision where Dogecoin trades can be commissioned, but being online is no longer a condition. Sounds like ambitious well-wishing, but that's the kind of well Elon Musk likes to fish in. Starlink satellite is one way he's pitching in, but other chefs are also welcomed in this kitchen. The foundation's paving the way so one day you can say, you're gonna pay me today using radio waves. Don't take this lightly. There'll be more dogs on the radio than Snoop in the 90s. In our world, losing internet access is an intimate threat. But lots of countries without broadband ain't even in it yet. This could enable Doge anywhere, whether near skyscrapers or teepees or nooks. You can do everything offline like kids with coloring books. What's the point that I'm making? If you think that Dogecoin will 10x or 100x, I'm not saying you're mistaken. I'm saying to the moon is a one-trick pony. It might be a destination, but it is not the only. The trick to this is Dogecoin's designs being refined to be ubiquitous, super accessible, prolificness, across borders or languages, no matter your differences. Think of all the space in the galaxies that tribes could be faring. You'll have more dogs in your hood than the Doge clearing. But the grass is always greener when you're looking from beyond. Thankfully, our E-Dog has an Elon to stargaze and dream on. But the hardworking team at the Dogecoin Foundation deserves a mountain of ovation. They're not doing this for them, they're dedicating it to you. At the end of the day, Dogecoin is your coin, so it's whatever you want it to do, so go to the moon. These are not my plans or ideas. I just use these words first. But what you can think about when I finish my verse is why stop at the moon when Dogecoin can go throughout the whole universe. And let's get that song set up so we can still bump to that.